Welcome back to Spill the Sauce, a Sunday Table podcast. I'm your host, Maria. Before we get into today's conversation, I want to share a few quick updates. Spill the Sauce now has a home on Patreon, and that's where you'll find Antipasti, my Patreon only mini show, which goes live every Wednesday. For Patreon listeners, new Spill the Sauce episodes will be available early on Fridays before going live everywhere else on Sundays. Over on Patreon, we'll also be doing one live Q&A a month and a live chat a month. It's going to be a quieter, more conversational space to connect beyond the episodes. And one small but meaningful thing. When you subscribe on Patreon, I'll be reading supporter names out loud on the following episode. Just a cute little way to say thank you and acknowledge the people helping keep the table set. There's absolutely no pressure. The table stays open either way. But if you've been asking how to support the podcast or listen early, Patreon is where you can do that. And we're still welcoming your stories. If you have a tradition, a food, a moment that stayed with you, something you've carried without always knowing why, you're welcome to send it in to sundaytablepodcast@gmail.com. This podcast is built around shared experience, and there's room for more voices at the table. Today's conversation looks at what happens when something deeply personal leaves the family table and becomes something public, something you carry not just for yourself, but for others. When tradition becomes work. I'm joined by my friend Alessandra and her mom, Anna. Alessandra is a first-generation Italian with roots in Abruzzo. Her mom is the source of so much of what gets carried forward for them. This isn't a conversation about recipes or technique. It's about inheritance, responsibility, pride, and what changes when food is no longer just memory, but a livelihood. And just a heads up, everyone, we'll be moving between languages at times, and that's part of the story too. Thank you both so much for being here. And for everyone else, pull up a chair. Hi, Alessandra. Ciao, Anna. Thank you so much for being here, both of you. So I guess my first question is, how has food or what food has meant in your house growing up for you, Alessandra?
There's a bunch of different things, I guess you could say. It was between my mother and my Aunt Assunta, who really was always cooking 24/7. And some things that my aunt learned from Bologna, she passed on to my mother, and we still do those things today. But mainly, it's just the pastas, the different pastas from, lasagna, homemade lasagna,
Oh,
tortelloni.
yes.
And, what's a big staple from where my mother comes from is a rostaccini. And to me, those are the main things that we usually do, is different kind of pastas. And in the summertime is the rostaccini.
Yes. Yes. Now, I have back in Jersey, I had a couple of other friends that were from Abruzzo, and it didn't matter what time of year they pulled out their how do you call the grill that you guys use?
Canalina.
Analina?
No. Canalina o canaletta.
Canalina or canaletta. Okay. They would pull it out even in the wintertime, like right in the garage or in the backyard.
We do that.
And still do it.
Yeah. Even the winter,
Yeah.
even, New Year's or whatever, we're open up the garage so we don't, burn the house down. But yeah, we fire that grill up and we're making a roasted cheese and everyone's just gathering around. You have your drink, your roasted cheese, you just have conversation, like a little party almost.
Yeah, so it's a celebratory thing a lot, huh?
Yeah. Yep. It brings people together.
Yes, absolutely. I love that. And for you, Anna,
Yes.
che cibo o che ricordi ti sei sempre portata con te? What memories do you still carry with you?
Ok. Allora, io non è che sono tantissimi anni che sto qui, sono una seconda oppure forse una terza generazione che sono qui. E quando io ero una bambina, una ragazzina, ma di solito la domenica si faceva un qualcosa che, non avendo tempo durante la settimana, tipo ravioli, tipo le lasagne, tipo le crispelle, tipo i gnocchi, tutta questa roba qui. Era mia madre che cucinava e io aiutavo in cucina. E come ha detto mia figlia, era per stare insieme, per parlare, per discutere di un qualcosa di importante ed era la tavola che unisce. Non solo conversazione, ridere, piangere, scherzare, parlare di
Mm,
affari, parlare di tutto, perché durante la settimana si lavora, quindi chi va, chi viene, non ci sono orari prestabiliti per mangiare. Però ricordo che mia madre e mio padre dal lunedì fino al venerdì, mezzogiorno e mezza si mangiava. La domenica l'una, non più tardi dell'una e mezza, perché che mio padre aveva diciamo, quel carattere che voleva mangiare a quell'ora. E noi figli, che sei riuscita il sabato sera, non è che ti svegliavi presto, non volevamo mangiare a quell'ora. Però purtroppo
ecco, sì,
quando
quello
stai
è
con i
vero.
genitori,
Mio
quello che dicono il
padre,
genitore è
che
legge, quindi
ha
devi,
81
devi fare
anni,
quello che
anche lui è
dicono
lo
loro.
stesso, c'ha l'orario
Ripeto, io
preciso di
sono
mangiare
cresciuta
ancora anche
in
oggi.
una famiglia, anche in un ambiente, perché quei tempi lì in Italia non è che stiamo parlando della guerra o del dopoguerra. E quindi cioè avevamo, diciamo, mh, quasi tutto, anche perché mio nonno, pace dove riposa, aveva la campagna, quindi olio, frutta e verdura, carne, e quindi cioè, era un modo per, in poche parole, la tavola, il cibo è un modo per stare insieme, per tenere legata la famiglia. Per me, no.
Over here.
Hai potuto sentire quello che ho detto?
No, si è rotto un poco,
Ok.
come...
Da dove devo ricominciare? Perché
No, no, penso che dopo che io ho detto che anche mio padre ha l'abitudine di mangiare a un certo orario, e
non
poi
l'abbiamo sentito.
dopo
Quello
di là si è rotto di nuovo, non so che è successo.
sì, sì. Ma ripeto, per me come i genitori sono la colla della famiglia, perché quando i genitori, diciamo, non ci sono più, si tenta un po' ad andare ognuno per conto suo, e la tavola, diciamo, era il posto dove ci si raccoglieva, capito? Per parlare di tante cose.
Adesso traduco in inglese perché mi è piaciuto quello che hai detto. What Anna said right now is that our parents, our grandparents, are the glue that holds the family together. They are who bring everyone to the table. And for us, for a lot of Italian families, it's on Sundays. And if you guys have been with me this far along with the podcast, that's exactly why I'm going to get emotional. That's exactly why this podcast exists. When my mom passed away 2 years ago, I truly believed that Sundays were gone for me.
Yep.
And it was the hardest because you don't realize how much a tradition becomes a habit.
Hmm. Yep.
Le tradizioni diventano un'abitudine. E quando ho perso a mia madre 2 anni fa, mi sentivo
Persa.
persa nel mondo, sì, sì. E allora ho detto, no, io che ho detto, mio padre ha detto, dobbiamo continuare a fare le cose che tua madre faceva.
Sì.
My dad was always like, you still have to do the things that your mom would have done because that's how we honor her, and that's how we continue doing and moving on with our lives. Like that's what she would want us to do.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I can even attest to that too, because, we would go over, because my mom's mother wasn't here. She was still in Italy. And we would
Mhm.
go over to my dad's mother's house, my nonna, Fiorina. And that was every Sunday, We're like, Nana, what are you making this Sunday? Are you making yucks? That's my favorite. And then she was like, no, Luca requested this. I was like, oh, come on, Nana. But that was the thing. Like every Sunday we would go there after church. We would go there. And then whenever she passed, it's like, it's not the same. I mean, we do it here at home, but it's
Yeah.
not the same whenever Nana used to do it. Even with the holidays, she was the glue that
Yeah.
brought everybody together.
Yeah, but my mother-in-law, Alessandra Nonna, she used to call the other two son too. Okay. Now we do for us. I do for us. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call my miei cognati. Ok.
Sì.
Purtroppo, ripeto, prima di tutto noi non siamo portati per queste cose qua, diciamo la verità, ok?
Mm.
Noi non vogliamo lo sporco, non vogliamo lavorare, non vogliamo fare questo, non vogliamo fare quest'altro, che quando
Sì.
si è più di, che ne so, ogni domenica 8, 9, 10 persone a pranzo, insomma, comincia a essere un po' troppo, quando invece noi...
No, ogni domenica assai. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Every Sunday, cooking that much for that many people, it's a lot of work. It really,
Yes,
really is.
but your mother, my mother, my aunt, my mother-in-law, they don't care. They don't
No.
care. Okay. They get up early in the morning and start the
Hmm.
like my mother-in-law, Thanksgiving. She get up at 5 o'clock. I said,
Yes.
you're nuts. I'm not gonna get up at 5 o'clock to make the other stuff. No way. We're gonna eat at 3 o'clock, 3:30. I'm not gonna get up that early. Yeah, but they are, they have the tendency, even late in age, they get up early. They get up early. They get up early to do this. See, like me, no, I don't get up early. So they are, then I truly believe your mother, your grandma, they used to be very strong woman,
Yes.
very strong woman.
Yeah.
Because,
Yes.
because this is their story my mother is telling me. My grandma worked on the farm, 6, 7, 8 kids,
Mhm.
no dishwash, no wash machine, no nothing, no technology. And they
Right.
still cook for all these people. Pretty
Yep.
much, every day.
Yes.
When they have their own family, they marry. Because before you marry, but you not go too far. You still stay close in the area because you never
Yes.
mommy and daddy, they get old, maybe they need a little help. That's the way it was. Now it's gone. Now it's gone. Because now the kids look for opportunity. They go to college, they have a degree, you know what I mean? They look for opportunity. And they go make their own life.
E
Even,
anche perché ognuno per conto suo adesso è.
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
We are more, I don't know, I don't want to say cold, but I think it's the progress,
Yeah.
keep us, and the technology keep the family way apart. Because hey, you click the
Yeah.
button and you can see your mother and father, oh, they're okay, they're fine. But sometimes, you know, like I tell you the truth. I have one son and one daughter, Alessandra, my daughter. Uh, I will be now. She not gonna like what I'm gonna say, but she will go too far away. I will be. I don't want to say devastated, but I'm not gonna be too happy because I don't have nobody from my family over here besides my son, my daughter, and my husband. All my
Yeah.
family, whatever it's left, it's in Italy. My mother-in-law
Mhm.
is gone. My aunt is gone. So really, I don't have nobody can. like, no helping me, but sometimes you want to talk. You want to get out of the house, have a cup of coffee, chit chat, whatever.
Yeah.
It's bad to be by yourself. That's bad.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
we all
No, I
Italian.
completely understand that.
That feeling. I know things change, blah blah blah, but mother and father, they want the kids close, close,
Yes.
Mhm.
close.
Yeah, I think, and Alessandra, maybe you could collaborate with me on this. I think a lot of, like, in the American culture, it's okay for the kids to go off and
Uh huh.
be, like live on their own and do their own thing and go across the world. But
Yep.
but it seems like in our Italian families, especially those of us in America,
Mm-hmm.
they, and even on our mindsets, we want to be closer to our families because while we do like to travel and see the world,
Mhm.
at the end of the day, where mom and dad is, that's where home is.
Yes. Well, that's like, the American culture. It seems like 18. Okay, you gotta get out the house.
Oh,
Like
you
you
gotta
gotta
pay
be
rent.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean the Italian house, the Italian family, like the culture, they don't want you to go. They
Yeah.
want you to stay,
Yeah.
Like they
Yeah.
be able to drive, 2 minutes across the hill. Hey, I brought you some,
Yeah.
food, some pasta,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So my mom lived across the street. When my husband and I first got married, we lived with my mom for a few years. And then with the kids, the house started getting crowded. So we got my mom a house across the street from ours.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And now my dad lives there.
Uh-huh.
So again, we could talk literally right across the street.
Mhm.
And it's like, y- have you been to Italy?
My daughter, who? Her?
Yeah, Alessandra.
Yes, yes, yep.
Okay. So you know the balconies and
Yeah,
how like they talk to each other across the balconies?
yeah,
All
yeah.
the old ladies?
Uh-huh.
That's how I felt with my mom.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because we would be yelling across the street to each
Mm-hmm.
other. But we
Yep.
weren't yelling, we were just talking.
Yep. Yeah. You're right. You're right.
Yep.
So
Yep.
so I totally get that. I can't imagine, like, even when our kids grow up, like, yeah, we want them to go and live their lives, but come home every now and then, you know?
Right, right. And the thing is, they're not just gonna leave you, stranded out there. If you need something, they're always gonna be there.
Yeah.
Whereas, I feel
Yeah.
like oh, you know what? You're an adult now, so you better figure it out on your own.
Yeah, I can't imagine ever, like, when I see it, like, on TV, I'm like, God, I really hope that's just a TV thing.
I know.
Because I could never imagine telling my kids, figure it out on your own.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Italian family, they are all the time ready to help their kids. They are married, they have
Yes.
a family,
Yep.
they are young. You know what I mean? They don't say, hey, you got in trouble? See how you clean up your mess.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
We support them all the time.
We stick
right.
Yes. Well,
You,
my
yeah, I know, like, my aunts, they've all raised their grandkids. Like, my
yeah,
cousins, they work
yeah.
and they babysit their grandkids 7, 8, 10 hours a day.
Uh-huh.
And to them, it's the biggest joy of their life.
Uh-huh. Yep. Yeah.
Like no problem at all. And,
Yep.
and over here, it's like, no, I already raised my kids.
Mhm.
I don't want to do that again.
Yeah. But let me tell you, sometimes they take too much advantage of the grandparents. You know what I mean?
Sometimes I don't disagree.
Se mordo some.
Yeah.
A volte è così, a volte loro si prendono il dito con tutta la mano, come ci
Ah,
dicono a
sì,
noi.
sì, sì.
Mhm.
Bisogna sempre mettere, noi diciamo nel nostro gergo dialettale, paletti, devi mettere i paletti, le distanze un po', capito?
Yes, boundaries are really important. You're absolutely right, Anna.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
So, my question to you, to both of you, is, how was Taste of Abruzzo born?
So, I think to me, it was just a thing that we always did for friends and family when we had gatherings, birthday parties, just a
Mhm.
barbecue in the backyard. And people loved it so much. And then they're like, you know what? You should sell these things. I was like, no, no, that's beyond me or whatever. And the one day I was thinking, and I was like, you know what? I have some time on my hands. Let me see where this thing goes. So I did my research. got all my licenses, and I was like, you know what do I have to lose? I'm jumping in, see what happens.
Yeah,
And it's been doing well, so far. And people go crazy for it. The most,
I know.
I want to
They're
say,
good.
it's the kids, not the adults, it's the kids. They're like, I want that chicken on the stick. I was like, okay, but it's lamb. They don't know the difference. They go nuts for it. They go nuts. I had a kid probably ate 25 at one time. I was like, hey, buddy, you might want to slow down. He was licking his fingers, his face. Oh, he was loving it.
I mean, it's just what simple salt and pepper, right? It's delicious.
Not
Simple
even not even pepper, just salt. Just
just
regular
salt.
salt.
Salt. Look at that. Delicious.
Yep.
I mean, and charcoal.
Yeah.
Charcoal. Like,
Yeah.
Over natural fire, and we
yeah.
serve it with Italian bread with olive oil.
Yep.
Simple. And that's what.
Simple and perfect. That's the way it should be. That's the way all food should be.
You remember, the simple food, that's the better,
Mhm.
at the
It's
best.
the best.
Yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
when you go to restaurant, you see all of this fancy dish, my God, drizzle with this, with that. It looks beautiful. It looks beautiful, gorgeous. But when you go eat, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know when you eat something, the high want to see something nice too. But
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you're right. But you want it to taste the way it looks, and a
yeah.
lot of the times it
Mm,
doesn't taste the way it looks.
yes.
Right. And
Yes.
if my dad hadn't met my mother, we would have never had this. We would have not have known what it was, because in Abruzzo, where she comes from, that's the staple. You go up
Right.
north or south, they're not really familiar with it.
No.
So I wanted
Right.
to do something unique, different, and simple. And we don't have, a crazy menu. That's just just the rostaccini.
I love it. I love it. And did it hit you emotionally the first time that when you made your first sale? What did it feel like when you finally put yourself out there? When you got your licenses, what was your first stop? Was it the First Fridays?
Yes, first Fridays. We did
Your
some
first
other
sale. How was it? Tell the story.
So I was like, well, I don't know, how many skewers to bring. I'm asking the people, like, how many people do you usually bring into these events? And I was like, you know what? My mom and dad, I was like, go big or go home, right? So I think we brought, about 650 skewers. And guess what? In a matter of 2 hours, we were sold out.
Oh my God. How did that feel?
And it was like, I never thought something so simple would, go that fast. And I'm just like, wow, like, I would have never thought this day and age I'd be where I'm at today.
It's hand food, but it's perfect for a street
Yeah,
festival. Think about
yeah,
it.
I was, very
You don't
excited.
have to sit down for it. You don't have to sit down for it. You can walk and eat,
Yes, yep,
yep.
yep.
And it cools off as you're walking.
Mhm.
It's perfect. Like it's the perfect idea. It reminds me of where I'm from, the panzerotti, which are
Oh.
the hand pies that we make
Mhm.
in Molfetta and Bari.
Mhm.
And they're deep fried
Yes.
or baked, however you want them. I prefer the deep fried because baking just
Better.
takes away the flavor, in my opinion.
Better.
Yeah.
And it's perfect. Like it's you walk and eat, you talk, you mingle,
Yeah.
and you're not losing any time by sitting down. Like when you buy a big sandwich or something from another truck or something like that. Like
Mhm.
I when I first started seeing everything on Facebook, I was like, this girl got it down pat. I was so proud because I mean, Abruzzo and Puglia, like we're neighbors, girl. Like I was like, oh, I am so proud of her. And then when I started doing the podcast, I was like, I gotta get her on the show. I
Yeah.
gotta get her on the show. I'm like, we gotta talk because this is amazing.
Mhm.
I love all of it. I really, really do. What was your fear? Did you have pride, fear? Like I know you went both feet in. Did your mom give you any words of advice? Did you have any fear, Anna? Like, what was your thoughts going into this?
No, because just in case the things not go the way you planned, it's not like a big huge loss. You know what I
Ah,
mean? But hey, they go, they not go. You know what I mean? It's not
Mhm.
like you invest a lot of money. You invest some,
right,
of course, because you need to buy the meat. you need to buy
Right.
la canaletta, you need to buy il carbone, devi comprare
Mhm.
il frigorifero, devi comprare il generatore, perché quando vai in certi posti non è che ti danno sempre l'energia elettrica. Però è stato un
Right.
investimento, diciamo, che è rientrato nella nostra possibilità e quindi ho detto se va, va, se non va, alla fine non perdiamo niente.
È diventato più profitto che investo che avete fatto, right? It became more profit than investment at that point.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
And
yes, yes.
and I think that's the most important thing. Like,
Mhm. Solo un piccolo problema c'è con gli arrosticini, che è una cosa che tu puoi fare d'estate. Puoi cucinarlo anche d'inverno, nessuno come si dice, ti blocca, però il problema sai benissimo che l'agnello, quando si raffredda, perché essendo una carne, diciamo che c'è parte del grasso, deve esserci parte del grasso perché altrimenti non è buono.
right.
E quindi quando si raffredda, insomma, è un pochino. E poi con il freddo, appena lo togli dalla canaletta, già lo metti nel cartoccio, già si raffredda. E
Mhm.
quindi è un po', capite, una cosa che va d'estate. Poi non la puoi riscaldare perché tante persone sono venute e hanno detto: "Oh, lo riporto a casa." Io dicevo: "Guarda, tu ci puoi fare quello che vuoi, ma te lo devi mangiare adesso, perché non provare a riscaldarli sul grill, non provare a riscaldare al microwave, non provare a riscaldare al forno perché non sono buoni." Dopo non dare la colpa, dicevo, ma ha venduto un prodotto che, capito, spacciano per e invece non lo è. Io ho detto, voi ci
Right.
potete fare quello che vi pare. Dico, a me non
Yeah.
interessa, ma deve essere cotto e mangiato. E quindi
Yeah.
l'inverno è un
Winter
po'.
time is definitely it's definitely harder. You're right. It's definitely harder, and you don't want to warm up the meat
No,
afterward.
no, 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 no.
Fresh is best. Fresh is best.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Perché, perde sapore, capito? Quella è una carne fresca cotta sulla brace, perché è brace, e quindi la
Yeah.
devi consumare, capito? Come se tu
Yeah.
ti cucini la bistecca, che ne so, sulla brace, non te la finisci, lo metti al frigorifero, oppure quando ritorni a casa te la riscaldi, non è la stessa cosa. Cioè, la
You're
bistecca.
absolutely right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You don't warm up a beefsteak after grilling it and not eating it. You're
Stessa
absolutely
cosa.
right. Yeah.
Riscaldata va bene solo la pasta. La riscaldi è meglio di quando cucini fresca.
E la pasta riscaldata è
Sì,
meglio fritta, no?
sì, 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 che gli fai fare un po' la crosticina quando la riscaldi alla pentola, capito?
Mm,
Mhm.
Ah,
sì.
buonissimo.
Oppure una frittata con la pasta,
Giusto,
Yeah.
giusto, giusto,
fatta
giusto.
del giorno prima.
Sì, sì,
Yeah.
sì, sì. Quella è buona la pasta riscaldata, ma le altre
Mhm.
cose, oddio, se uno proprio le riscalda, le mangia, però stessa cosa.
No. So one thing we're all in agreement is you, warmed up meat or day after meat of the arrosticini is no good.
No, no,
Correct.
no, no, neanche dopo 2 ore.
Not even after 2 hours,
No.
exactly. But
No.
warmed up day after pasta is okay
Uh,
only if we make it into a little crust or into a frittata the next day.
Yeah.
ah.
And I think we're all in agreement on that. So,
E se quando la riscaldi ci metti un pochino di peperoncino, poco, dipende, chi ne piace di più e chi piace di meno,
sì,
è ancora più gradevole, capito?
ecco, sì,
Un
questo
bel
è vero.
bicchiere ti piace di vino, diciamo buono, buono, chi capisce il vino, io non me ne intendo di vini, quindi, capito? Però, insomma, la pasta, solo la pasta riscaldata è buona. Le altre
No,
cose,
no, l'agnello riscaldato non mi è
no,
mai piaciuto.
no.
Anche quando lo facciamo nel sugo la domenica o anche al forno, non mi è mai piaciuto riscaldato.
No.
Non dà lo stesso sapore del giorno cucinato.
Mhm. E poi l'agnello pure, veramente per fare gli arrosticini non ci vuole l'agnello, ci vorrebbe la pecora, però non la
La
pecora
pecora,
vecchia.
proprio. La pecora giovane.
Ecco, giusto, giusto. E,
Sì,
e la carne, diciamo, di pecora di agnello, tu sai benissimo che c'ha quel retrogusto, c'ha un sapore a
sì.
carne, capito? E
È proprio è un sapore.
che lo distingue dalle altre carni.
Sì, sì. It has it's
È forte.
almost gamey, but it's not gamey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very distinguishable taste. You're
Yes.
absolutely right. Yeah, because it's not a baby lamb and it's not sheep. It's
No.
not an old sheep. It's that perfect aged lamb. You're absolutely right.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
And the way I explain it to people, because like, oh, lamb, I don't know. I said, do you like steak? They said, yes. I said, tastes similar to steak. You don't have that gamey
With
taste at
that,
all.
that taste a little
Yeah.
Yeah,
distinct.
more
It's
rich.
not strong because I'll tell you this. When I was, younger lady, talk about 17, 18, 19, we have the butcher.
Mhm.
Around where I live, we was have people who would have a farm. And
Yeah.
sometimes the sheep, the old one, for whatever the reason is, gets sick. So they call the vet, they check and everything. Yeah, it's good. The meat is good for butcher.
Right.
And let me tell you, the old one, that's so the taste of meat is so strong,
So strong.
so strong.
Yes.
And me, I like lamb, but that cat, it's way, way, way too strong, way too strong.
It's like eating deer that hasn't been processed correctly.
Yes, that's it. And I tell you
Yeah.
this, I don't, maybe you don't know, like the rosticini. You know why we have this tradition? This go back to 100 years ago. We have
Mhm.
i pastori. Okay?
Yeah.
L'Abruzzo, avendo gli Appennini, quindi ci sono gli animali, più che altro diciamo pecore, agnelle, queste cose qua. Quando
Sì.
veniva l'inverno, anche se da noi non è quel freddo brutto, forte, intenso, però insomma abbiamo l'inverno. Quindi gli
L'inverno,
animali
sì.
trovavano da mangiare. Allora i pastori prendevano questi animali e lo portavano giù verso il sud, ok? Dove il clima era molto più mite. E questo viaggio si chiama la transumanza e purtroppo dovevano anche mangiare, giusto? E allora
Giusto.
prendevano, diciamo, un agnello ben cresciuto e l'ammazzavano e prendevano i bastoncini per fare lo skewer, la parte the steaks, prendevano i rametti degli alberi di olivo perché
Oh, great.
l'olivo, mantenendosi sempre verde anche d'inverno, non
Mhm.
brucia. Quindi accendevano il fuoco e lo cucinavano alla meglio che potevano, eh. E quindi usavano questi bastoncini di questi rametti di albero di olivo, levavano la buccia perché la buccia è molto amara dell'olivo e niente, tagliavano questi pezzettini come potevano e lo cucinavano sulla brace. Ecco da dove è uscito ed è come si dice, è
La
un
tradizione dei
una
pastori.
ecco sì, è nato da loro. Anzi, siccome adesso in Italia, perché io guardo la Rai, mi informo tanto, perché come te piace parlare le lingue, a me piace informarmi su tutto. Siccome abbiamo delle fake copy, like in the north, they call arrosticini, ma l'arrosticino è solo fatto di carne di pecora, di agnello grande, come lo vogliamo chiamare. Lì lo
Sì.
fanno con il pollo, con il maiale, ci metto la cipolla, ci metto questo, metto questa. E siccome sta
Sì,
succedendo
tipo kebabs, diciamo.
un casino, allora, siccome l'Abruzzo è la madre degli arrosticini, quindi
Mhm.
stanno facendo tipo, non lo so come posso dirti, la stanno facendo diventare DOC,
Sì,
di denominazioni di origine controllata, perché al nord lo chiamano lo stesso arrosticini, ma siccome non sono arrosticini, li devono chiamare spiedini. Spiedini è un
piedini.
così. E quindi, capito, adesso stanno cercando perché abbiamo tante, diciamo in Italia al nord, lo
Sì,
falsitto che
come è successo con i panzerotti in Bari e
giusto,
gli arancini in
sì,
Sicilia. Sì, è vero, è vero.
gli
E
arancini
si deve fare così, si deve proteggere
no,
il cibo delle regioni nostre. Hai ragione.
e non so se ha avuto l'opportunità, sicuramente sì, e credo che sia stato dopo Natale, penso, o prima, non lo so, che l'Italia ha vinto una ricognizione in tutto il mondo.
L'UNESCO, sì,
Ecco,
dall'UNESCO. Io ho scritto un post su quello a Facebook, sì.
quindi, cioè, e poi quando diventi dell'UNESCO, non è che vengono questi cuochi a 5 stelle, vengono là, provano il mangiare, sì, ok. No, 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 sono anni e anni, diciamo,
Mhm.
non di controlli, come devo dirti, per diventare l'UNESCO non ci divendico una volta, poche parole.
No, e eppure è per proteggere
Sì,
la cultura delle mangiate dell'Italia, perché ogni regione dell'Italia ha il cibo loro, il
sì,
cibo che ha cominciato in quella regione, in una città. E allora, quando vai per tutto il mondo e qualcuno, come hai detto, al nord stanno a dire che anche loro fanno gli arrosticini, no, loro fanno gli spiedini alla braccia, è completamente differente,
sì, sì.
perché allora è come a Bari fanno i panzerotti
Mhm.
e possono fare anche un tipo di frittelle a un altro posto dell'Italia pure, però non è il panzerotto.
Giusto.
Il panzerotto è una cosa completamente differente, e
Sì,
neanche è la pizza fritta. La pizza fritta appartiene a Napoli. È
sì.
proprio la pizza, it's the pizza dough that's
Mhm.
fried and then made into a pizza. It's a completely different thing. So UNESCO protects the having UNESCO in
Yes.
Italy like that. It protects
Yeah.
the regional food of each
Yeah.
region of Italy, and I think that's so important.
Oh, yeah.
And
Absolutely.
and the fact that they're in Abruzzo that they're trying to do the dock
Yep.
with the arrosticini is
Mhm.
really really great. And
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
um, since I research a lot, I'll do some research on that, and I'll keep you posted on it as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right.
So yeah,
It's
hopefully
no such a
you
thing
do
that
it
it
soon.
happen from today tomorrow because before they start to be dark, it take a time, it take a whatever, I don't know the
Yeah,
procedure
they need to trace back to where it started, who started
Yeah,
it, and if there's proof, if there's not proof, it's going to be a process. But if we
yes.
can stay on top of it, we can be informed. Like
Oh
a
yeah,
lot
yeah.
of people, a lot of people think that because we live in America that we don't care about what happens in our homeland, in our home country.
Let
You
me
know,
tell you one
but
thing. We Italian people live in America. We care more and
yes.
we keep more the tradition, the food, the
Mhm.
everything, the one that live in Italy. Let me tell you
I
this.
absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. And it's because we don't have it every day.
Yeah.
We can't be there and we can't experience it every day. So we try to live it
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah.
with
But
our in our homes, with our friends, with our families in America.
yes,
And
yes,
they don't realize how important it is to
yes,
us
Right.
to
yeah.
keep our tradition and our heritage alive.
Well,
Mhm.
yes, yeah.
Whether it be through you and Alessandra and your husband doing the arrosticini with
Mhm,
Taste of Abruzzo at festivals,
mhm.
Mhm.
or in your own backyard,
Yep.
Yes,
or with me making the panzerotti and the other frittelle that we
yeah,
make for the holidays. It's
yeah,
so important to keep just a little piece of where we come from alive so that future generations in
yeah.
America
Like your
or
last job.
Australia or Canada, yes,
You bet.
wherever they are, we keep that alive just a little bit longer, for other generations. And let's see. Wow, we've hit a lot of points, ladies. I love this. I've loved this conversation so far.
Riesci a farlo?
Alessandra, I have a question for you. What do you feel responsible, since we're on this topic, what do you feel responsible for carrying forward? Sandra, what do you feel
Yeah.
responsible for carrying forward in the next 5, 10 years and into the next generation if you plan on having kids or not, that's personal. But what do you plan on carrying forward, either with the business or even without the business, but just for you personally and your Italian heritage?
I think it's simple, just keeping that tradition alive, like we were talking about earlier, because it started with my mother and my nonna. That was left going to her house on Sundays, and now that kind of slowed down because she's not around anymore. So my mom's doing it, but like even whenever she goes, I still want to tell my kids, this is what I grew up on. This is what I did, and try to instill that into them, and hopefully they will pass that on to their kids one day and their
Yeah,
families.
I think a lot of us from our generation have that same sentiment
Yes, because we're
of,
so deeply rooted in our
yeah,
culture, and that's what we grew up on. That's like even whenever I go to work, they're like, "Oh, you coffee?" I said, "Well, I had some espresso earlier," and I even told them, I said, "I don't even know what an American coffee pot looks like because I didn't grow up on American coffee. It was always the pot on top of the stove."
The mocha, yeah, I can't. So I have a Keurig. I'm not gonna lie, I have a Keurig, but I have a because I listen. When I wake up, I want my coffee right away. I don't have time to wait for the water to boil and then for it to. I I'm I need my coffee as soon as I wake up. But my third
Understandable.
and fourth cup of coffee is an espresso. So if my dad is here, I'll make the mocha because he
Yeah.
likes the noise of the mocha. He
Yeah.
likes it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. But even
But
like my aunt, she lived right down the road from us before she passed. And if we came back from Kroger's or something, we would go, hey, let's stop and see what Zia Sunta's doing. And guess what? She was over there having a coffee. Could be making pasta, could be making cookies. You don't know. She's always baking something
oh
or cooking
my
something.
mom was like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we would stop there and have our coffee and sometimes even a snack.
Yes. Yeah. I'd go down to my mom's house at like 7 in the morning and I'd be like, oh, I panificio rita sta aperto. The bakery's open.
Yep. Yep.
She was
Well, I
always
can tell
making
you that
something.
I can tell you one thing. In my house, nothing is American. Nothing.
Yep.
I
No.
don't cook American, no. Every
Mm-mm.
once in a while, I make, we have a Taco Tuesday, but
Taco.
that's not even American. It's taco, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. The rest, everything is Italian. I don't have nothing.
So
I'm like macaroni and cheese. I don't even know what it tastes because for me, the cheese is white.
yes.
When
Yes.
it's
Yes.
yellow,
Thank you.
whatever. Okay. And
So
it,
I didn't know what I didn't taste chicken parmesan until I moved to Ohio.
yeah, well, okay, now salsa Alfredo.
Yeah.
We know how salsa Alfredo in Italy. So I truly believe many years ago, this smart guy mix whatever flour, butter, a little bit Parmesan, mix everything together. His name maybe was Alfredo. But come on, was salsa Alfredo because we
Era
know how.
solamente era burro e parmigiano con un poco di l'acqua della pasta.
E un po' di farina. La farina ci
No,
vuole.
la farina è venuto da dopo in America.
Ah, ok, beh. Okay.
Yep.
Noi lo facciamo un tipo di pasta così, ma te lo mangi al ristorante, è la pasta fatta in casa, poi c'hanno un
Mhm.
rotolo di parmigiano che viene ammorbidito, non so, con del calore, mettono la pasta
Mhm.
lì dentro e la girano, la girano, la girano, così tutto il parmigiano si attacca lì. Ed è fresco, lo devi
Sì.
mangiare subito, però te lo porto perché, capito?
Penso che cacio e pepe quello, no?
No, cacio e pepe è diverso, è proprio, cioè non è che sta solo in certi ristoranti. Cucina
Eh.
una pasta, cucina una pasta, più delle volte pasta fatta in casa, ma volendo lo puoi fare anche con gli spaghetti.
Mhm.
Quando lo tiri dall'acqua, essendo diciamo calda, è una rotola di parmigiano che in mezzo già ci sta tipo un buco a forza di usarlo in continuazione, capito? Mettono la pasta lì
Oh,
dentro.
yes. Okay, yeah. The Parmesan wheel. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Un po' di
Yes.
burro perché altrimenti, capito, sarebbe un po' troppo asciutto.
Mhm.
Quello è, non ce l'abbiamo, non ce l'abbiamo. I panini, Italian panini, ma che, cioè, quando mia figlia cominciò a fare, cioè, abbiamo avuto l'idea di fare gli arrosticini e io mi arrabbio spesso con i ristoranti italiani che stanno qua, o vengono dalla Sicilia, o vengono da Napoli, da dove vengono, vengono. Non
Mhm.
riesco a capire perché non mantengono la ricetta tradizionale, lo devono sempre americanizzare. E io mi arrabbio con questo. E mio marito mi dice: Ma tu sai, no, perché stiamo in America, o devono un po' americanizzare perché se no il prodotto non
Gli
vende.
americani non lo
Però,
mangiano. Sì, è
eh,
vero, ha ragione.
però,
Perché
ascolta,
vedi, qui teniamo un bel ristorante, finalmente italiano,
ah,
Pastaio. Giuseppe cucina proprio,
ma
cioè, alle mani d'oro, alle mani d'oro.
allora,
Quello che cucina è delizioso. Però
mhm,
stanno i piatti che sono troppo americanizzati per me.
mhm.
E io quei piatti non li tocco, io tocco più quelli che sono proprio italiani, con proprio la ricetta italiana.
Ma
Ma
è,
io capisco.
è questione che devono vendere, capito? Forse ecco perché lo americanizza. E poi un'altra cosa. Prendiamo l'americano medio, ok? L'americano medio va a mangiare perché non vuole cucinare a casa oppure perché ha fame. Quindi non che una cosa vale l'altra, però, capito, devono riempire la pancia.
Sì.
L'italiano non va a mangiare perché ha fame, certo, ha fame pure, è normale, però mangia per il gusto. Cioè, se una
Yes.
cosa è buona, la mangiano. Se non è buona, non la mangiano.
Yes, I love that point. Yes, a lot of Americans, they go to a restaurant because they're
Mm.
they're starving, they're hungry, they want to eat, and at that point they don't care what they have.
Yes,
They just want to eat.
yes,
While as Italians, we when we choose where to go to eat, which is probably why a lot of us spend more time on Google researching where to go to eat.
Yeah.
I know I'm one of them.
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Rather than, oh, let's just go here because I'm hungry.
yeah.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
it's because we want to actually enjoy when we sit
Mhm.
down.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep,
And so we sit down for the antipasto, we sit down per il
mhm,
primo, we sit down per il secondo.
Yeah.
And then if we have a little bit of that room left, we'll have the dessert
oh,
and
yeah.
il caffè and never cappuccino
No, no,
because it
no.
has to be
No,
so.
no. So you go to Italy, you ask a cappuccino after 12, that's they're not ready. This is American. This person's American.
My sister learned that the hard way. All my aunts were laughing at her.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah. But
But yeah, it's really you're absolutely right, Anna. It is about enjoying the experience of
yep,
eating
yep,
rather than just to eat because you're hungry, just
yep,
to eat to
yep,
eat.
yep, yep.
Because we can do that at home, right? We
Oh
can we
yeah,
can we can
yeah,
we can whip something when we're hungry. We can just go in the refrigerator, grab some cold cuts,
yep,
make a pot of spaghetti aglio e olio. We can do
yeah.
that at home. But
With
if we go to a restaurant,
Parmesan,
yeah.
with the
we want to enjoy the
Parmesan is
experience.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we want to enjoy the experience. You're absolutely right.
or bread
And
with oil. Bread with
bread
oil.
with oil, yes.
Oh my God.
And never balsamic. What's the deal with the balsamic?
Nah, you guys start to do that over here. Some restaurant they do that.
You guys?
Yeah, we what we do, that's oil. You put some spice in there. They started doing
Mm-hmm.
one thing maybe 10, 15 years ago in Italy. When you go to restaurant and you order for that. It's or make bread or from dal forno,
Yeah,
o
that's fall.
un po' di spezie lì, ma il balsamo che viene qui non pure balsamo. Of course, you ask, they're gonna give it to you. But we
But they
use
put it on the side. It comes in a different dish. They don't put it together with the oil.
Right.
we I think in the north, because a Modena, they have
I'm more than I see.
c'hanno la distilleria di questo aceto balsamico, perché sta dappertutto. Però
Sì,
diciamo
è delizioso. Va nella certe mangiate, però non sopra tutte cose, come
no, no,
fanno qui
no,
in
no, no,
America.
no. Perché noi, per esempio, adesso con la globalizzazione è normale che la roba viene importata, esportata qua e là, tutte queste salse per l'insalata, per le patatine, tutte queste
Mhm.
schifezze. Ma noi il nostro mangiare, cioè noi non avevamo tutte queste. Beh, è venuto
No,
tutto dall'America, che ieri
sì.
parlando con mia cognata, lì c'hanno i supermercati e uno di questi si chiama Megalò e sta pure dalle altre parti d'Italia. E mi ha
Mhm.
detto, sai, qua è aperto un negozio americano. Quando io ritornavo qui, a mia cognata piaceva Risi Cup, ok? E lei
Oh, ok.
proprio ci andava matta, matta, e quindi quando ritornava ne portava un bel po'. Poi mi disse che un negozietto le aveva trovati. Mo' ha aperto un negozio americano dove vende tutta questa roba americana, tipo Risi
Mm.
Twix, tutte
Things
queste
they
cose.
can't find over
E
there.
yeah,
Yeah.
proprio dentro questo centro commerciale che si chiama Megalo, capito? L'hanno aperto lì dentro. Quindi, ripeto, con la globalizzazione è normale che si importi e esporti. Però, ripeto,
Sì.
alla generazione giovane queste salsine attacca, perché i
Mhm.
giovani si sa come sono. Però quelli, diciamo, quelli anziani, quelli sono rimasti, quelli per loro è arabo, proprio non vogliono niente a che fare con quella roba lì. Io che
No,
sono,
no.
diciamo, la seconda generazione dopo i vecchi, oddio, qualcosina sì, ma io cioè, ce li ho dentro al frigorifero, ma a volte li devo buttare.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm like that too. I'll give it a try. I'll try it.
Yeah.
But to make it a staple, and it never goes on mozzarella. I'm sorry, it can't go on the mutts. Like that's just a no for me.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's the food culture. It's very 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 different from the other country. I have to say
Yeah.
from all over the world. But people have to understand we have history in everything. We have
Yes.
a history in our language. We have a history the way we think. We have a history the way we see. Well, that's
Yeah.
why they call all the country. United States, compare with Italy, it's like baby. That's
It
it.
is a baby country. It's only 250 years old this year.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
About the Italy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and then when you look at a country like Italy that was conquered and inhabited by Arabs and Greeks and Romans and yeah, from all over the world, like we have
Uh-huh.
so much history that still lives. Like we have living history today,
Oh, yes. Yes. Yes.
and
Yes.
it's our food is our history, right? Because every dish that we make tells a story.
Yeah. And it brings
And just like you told me the story of how the arrosticini came to be from the shepherds bringing the sheeps
Yes.
down to warmer climate.
Yes.
And all I keep thinking about is how delicious on using the olive branches those
Yeah.
arrosticini must have been.
Yeah.
All that flavor from the olive branches. Have
Uh-huh.
you ever on an olive branch? I did when I went to Italy, and I mean, the bitter was it
Uh-huh.
was, but it was also sweet. It was like eating an olive. It was loved it.
What?
Yes, as a kid, you do everything.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like even my aunt Asunta, who was, the best cook, best baker, she would like come up with different recipes because she just
Yes.
used whatever she had left over.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
because back then that's how they had to get by. You can't just go to the grocery store whenever you wanted to.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Make with what's
Are you familiar with pizza rustica?
yeah.
Now,
Okay.
what kind?
The
What kind?
quella ripiena with like salami,
Okay,
ricotta.
okay. Perché c'è
Yeah, when you look at that, that's literally using everything that you have left over.
yeah,
It's amazing.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
It's amazing. I love it. When growing up in America, you see all this waste. And then when you go back to Italy and you see that nothing goes to waste.
Yep.
And they don't buy groceries the way we buy groceries in America.
Right.
They buy groceries for the day.
Yeah, fresh.
Yep.
Yes, fanno la spesa per la giornata.
Sì.
Yeah, al giorno, al giorno. I'll call my aunt and she'll say, "Oh, ho andato al supermercato per fare la spesa per stasera."
Sì.
E zia, che sei mangiato a mezzogiorno? Oh, stamattina ho fatto la spesa e ho fatto la pasta al pomodoro. Stasera ci facciamo un panino.
Sì, sì.
And I'm like, and I'm just here like, and I can't do that because we don't have that luxury. We have this huge refrigerator that we need to fill up.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it feels like your house is empty.
Yeah.
Well, already they fill up the frigidaire, but like
Oh, I know.
yesterday,
I know.
bread, lunch meat, fresh meat. You go buy every day. Maybe buy meat for today, tonight, maybe for tomorrow. But you know what I mean?
But never for the whole month or the whole week. It's always per la giornata on the day for the day. It's amazing. I loved it.
You walk. You live in the city, to go grocery shop, you walk. Now, if you live out the city and you need to go shopping, and it's far away, of course you have to take a car.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. That's why I like to live in a smaller city.
Yeah.
Distance from everywhere. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Pero in Italia, se vivi in periferia, if you live in the countryside, you have to buy at least for the week. So I guess it's almost the same. Yeah, it's almost the same.
Yeah. But that's why the one that live in a city, it's walk distance, everything. That's why
Yeah.
they go every morning. Oh, the little town, okay? And hey, you get out from your door, that's it. That's a grocery shop, it's a bar, you have a coffee, fresh price.
Mm-hmm.
In the morning you pass it there, oh my God, only the smell. I said, man, I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
I know.
The
I know, that is so true.
Oh my God. Like we smell in the morning over there. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, nothing compares.
No fried donuts. Not fried donuts.
No, come si chiamano le donuts in italiano? Le ciambelle? No, non le ciambelle.
Eh,
Le bomboloni. Bomboloni.
vabbè, ma i bomboloni non sono come i donuts di qua. I bomboloni noi è tipo, è chiuso, capito? Non è come il donut. Il bombolone
No,
dopo
no, è chiuso, ma è ripieno, no?
con la
Yeah.
crema, con la crema, con la
Con la
crema,
crema.
con la crema chantilly oppure con la crema,
Chantilly, sì, sì.
sì, con la crema, oddio, come si chiama quell'altra? La crema semplice o quell'altra? No, ce l'ho sulla punta della lingua e non lo posso dire.
La crema pasticcera.
Ecco, giusto, la crema pasticcera,
Eh.
che più o meno siamo là.
It's like a vanilla custard, like a custard. It's thicker, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, so,
I'm making us hungry, aren't I? Ladies, thank you so much
Thanks
for
for having
being here with me today. Like, seriously, sharing this space with me has been amazing. I've loved spending this time and talking with you and learning from you. And I really hope that we can do this again some other time.
yeah.
Maybe over we can share recipes with our listeners. What do you think? Maybe we can do something like that.
Yeah.
And Anna, thank you so much. And
No problem. I enjoy talk with you
I
because
enjoy speaking with you too.
you're on the same my page, so I
Same
get
page,
along with
yep.
the people that think no, because they have to think the way I'm saying, but you have Italian root.
Yeah,
So
Yes.
you
Yes.
know what it's supposed to be.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I was raised right. That's for sure.
That's what I tell my mom. I said, not like a regret, but the thing I wish I would have done was start this business sooner. Because my aunt, she loves being around people. And
Yeah.
if she was still here, oh my gosh, every person that stopped by, she would probably have a 30-minute conversation with them. Because she loved being around people. She loved, what she would make. She loved sharing that with others.
Yes.
So that's,
A cook with the heart.
yeah. Yep.
She used
Yes.
the heart for cook,
Mhm.
not the measure
Yes.
cup. She used the heart.
Yep.
Yes, my mom was like that too.
Yeah.
And then I remember one day we were in a store and these girls from New York were like, "Oh my God, I wish I could get some real Italian bread." And my mom goes, "Shut up. I just made Italian bread today. Come to my house, I'll give you some." Complete strangers. Complete
Yeah,
strangers.
yeah. We are those.
Accept
Yeah.
people with open arms,
Yeah.
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 That's like if you ever, I don't know if you've noticed on my stand, there's a picture frame that I have of a lady, and that's my aunt because
That's your aunt, yeah.
yeah, because I learned a lot of stuff from her, and even though she's not here, she's still there with me every event I go to. So
Absolutely. And like if that's the heart of
Yep.
your business. That's what makes you want to go on.
Yep.
That's what makes you be successful too because she's there with you.
yep. Yep.
And I love that. I absolutely love that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Thank you both for sharing this space with me. And thank you listeners for spending some time at the table with us. Just a quick reminder, Spill the Sauce will not be on the air next week, but I will be putting over a couple of episodes of Antipasti on Spotify and on Patreon, free of charge for listeners. We will be coming back on March 1st in video format for both Antipasti and Spill the Sauce. So, until then, I saved you a seat.